All right, we've got another lightning quick solo by Brett Robinson from Whitey Morgan and the 78s band. Really cool band. I hadn't really looked into him before. Kind of saw him come around Denver sometimes, but hadn't seen him yet. Can't wait to catch him next time they come back. Brett Robinson is an awesome steel player, people. Holy cow, this solo's awesome. And I guess this was recorded live too? I'm not sure. Might want to check on that. Anyway, this is a request by Ron A Radio Guide member from Utah, I believe. Thanks, Ron. Great suggestion. Couple of things. This one's pretty tough. Also, this one's real similar to Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean, the solo and licks that Ralph Mooney pull off. So, if you want to get some kind of foundation before you do this one, take a look at that one. And it'll give you some of the similar licks and ideas. And you can tell this is somewhat influenced by Mooney, maybe a little bit. Okay, without much further ado, let's run through it and then we'll break it down. Here we go. As you can see, Brett Robinson is no slouch. That is a cool solo, really cool. And we're starting off here at the 13th fret. And I'm going to start with this lick. Again. And what I'm doing is I'm playing out of the G chord. So we're playing out of the 4 chord, and I'm starting with this bluesy lick. So I'm coming up from my closed position at the 10th fret G chord, and I'm playing in blues land at the 13th fret, or a step and a half away, or a minor third away, however you want to look at it. And I'm starting off and I'm grabbing these strings 4 and 5, and I'm quickly rolling on my A pedal. And then I'm going to pinch those 2 strings again with the A pedal down, and then I'm going to pinch again and roll on my A pedal. Then I'm going to pull off my A pedal, same 2 strings, and hit string 6 with no B pedal down. So real slow. Now I'm going to do this lick at the 10th fret. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing strings 4 and 5, and I'm rolling off my A pedal, hitting string 6 with the B pedal down, and then 5 without my A pedal, right? So if I put that together, now I have this very cool G lick that I've never seen before. Right. And what I'm doing is I'm staying at the 10th fret, and I've got my string 6 B pedal down, and I'm sliding it down to the 8th fret, and then I'm going to hit string 5, roll on my A pedal, and then hit string 2, 1, and then my B pedal's still down, I'm going to hit string 3, pull off, then string 1, then string 4, then 2, then string 5 with the A pedal down, slide up to 10, and then hit string 4. So that's a lot. So let's just break it down a little quicker with less notes. So starting again at the 10th fret, B pedal down, 6th string. Sliding to 8th fret, B pedal still down, hit string 5 again, then back to string 6. Now I'm going to hit string 5, then string 2 and 1. So let's try just that. Right. Again. Now it's as though I'm going down a C major scale from the 3rd string with my B pedal down. And then sliding into a D chord. So that second half of the lick, 3rd string with the B pedal down. Let out your B, string 1, string 4, string 2, string 5 with the A pedal, slide up to the 10th fret, then hit string 4, right? And that's going to get you into your D chord. So this whole part is like a C major scale, just walking it down. And then sliding up into a D chord. All right, so that's your first lick. Okay, now let's take a look at the second lick over the 1 chord. Okay, so now we're starting off at the 10th fret on the D string, and I'm grabbing that 4th string, and then string 5, sliding it down to the 8th fret, putting in my A pedal, and grabbing strings 3 and 4. So I have now what I'm going to do is this lick here. And what I did is I grabbed my 5th string again with my A pedal down, took it out and slid it up to the 10th fret, grabbed strings 3 and 4, then 5 again, slide back to 8. As you put in your A pedal, grab strings 3 and 4. So I have, let's see here. Now I'm going to continue that theme and I'm going to do this lick here. And what I'm doing here is I'm still I'm starting at the 8th fret, the second half of the lick, and I'm sliding to 10 on string 5, grab strings 3 and 4, and then slide back to the 8th fret the same way, 5th string, put your A string in, A pedal in, grab strings 3 and 4 as soon as that A pedal goes in. Now you're going to grab the 5th string with the A pedal in, take it out, grab strings 3 and 4 again, then grab string 5, slide it down to the 5th fret with the A pedal down, grab strings 3 and 4 with the B pedal in, then string 5 A pedal, let it out, string 6 with the B pedal in. There it is. Right, if I put that whole lick together, I have. Right, so a pretty long lick. Right, pretty cool though. Okay, so that's lick number 2. Give that a shot. All right, now we're back into our G chord, and here I am at the 3rd fret, and I'm going to start off with this lick. And what I'm doing is I'm pinching strings 3 and 4, no pedals or knee levers, so I'm in my G open position, and I'm going between these 2 fingers, my index and my middle, and my thumb. Right, so I'm going pinch, thumb, pinch, thumb, pinch, thumb, pinch, thumb. Okay, now I'm going to go to the 1st fret and I'm going to pinch those 2 strings again. And then I'm going to go back to the 3rd fret and slide down to 1. Then back to string 5 with your thumb. Right? So I have. Right, that's my first part of that G lick. Now, my second part, I'm going to put in my left knee lever left and my A pedal. I'm going to raise up my E string, so I'm going to go to the 6th fret, which is just another G triad. And I'm going to do a similar phrase. Right? So kind of this kooky, chromatic G chord lick. And I'm going to hit strings 3 and 4 again. Back to string 5, so fingers, thumb, Then I'm going to move my bar down to fret 5, strings 3 and 4. Then back to 6, and I'm going to slide 6 down to 5. And then I'm going to hit my 5th string with the A pedal down still. Then fingers, thumb. Okay, so here's that lick real slow. Okay, now if I put these together real slow, sounds like that. All right, so that's kind of that first kooky G chromatic lick. Pretty cool. I love that one. Now we're going to do this phrase. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing strings 4 and 5 and I'm hammering on my A pedal real quickly at the 13th fret. So I'm kind of playing this blues lick over the G chord. And then what I want to do is I want to hammer on and pull off very quickly. So still strings 4 and 5, but I'm going to pull off that A string, that A pedal quick rather. And then hit string 6. So I have. Now play strings 4 and 5 and hammer on the A pedal. And then I'm going to hit string 1, 4. And oftentimes it's so quick that I don't even get to string 4. So you can leave that out if you're pressed for time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the 15th fret, strings 3 and 4, B and C pedaling. Then down to the 13th fret, same 2 strings, 3 and 4, no pedals or knee levers. So I'm indicating an F chord at this point. And then down to the 10th fret, strings 3 and 4. So I have. Okay. Right, and that's the end of lick number 3. One more lick to go. Okay, hold on tight. All right, we've got our last lick. This one's challenging as well, kind of like all the other ones. This is a hard solo. Man, Ron, making me sweat here. So we're back in our D chord, right, from our quick F. And now I have this long, very cool D dominant lick. And what I'm doing is I'm starting off at the 8th fret. So I'm starting off a fret behind, 2 frets behind our D open position, which is where a lot of our cool dominant licks come out of. And what I'm doing is I'm hammering on and pulling off, hammering on and pulling off my B pedal. And then I'm hitting string 1. So string 3, hammer on and pull off your B pedal. And then hit string 4. Now I'm going to do this long walk down at the 10th fret. And I'm going to start with my B pedal down on string 3, string 1, 4, string 2, left knee lever right in, or however you lower your second string. And then string 5, the A pedal in, take it out, slide it down to fret 8. So I'm just walking down a D major scale with a flat 7. Right? So it really kind of shows, kind of fleshes out that D7, or that dominant sound. Now I have this lick here, right? Which continues to play that flat 7 chord. And I'm starting on string 5, rolling on my A pedal at fret 5, string 4, back to string 5, roll out your A pedal, then hit string 6, slide it down to the 3rd fret, right? So 5th fret down to the 3rd fret on string 6, B pedal down, then string 5, that's open, no pedals or knee levers, right? And then string 6 again, let out your B pedal, and then string 7, right? So I have, there it is. There you go. So that's your last lick there, right? So let's try it real slow. Cool lick. A lot of information in there. Okay, so that's your entire solo, and it's hard. Took me a long time to figure it out. It'll probably take a little while to get under your fingers. I don't know. But anyway, that was a really good one to learn. That's kind of like Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean. That's fleshing out a lot of blues licks in D major, right? And mixing them with those major licks. Plus some cool G major licks that do the same thing. And once you get the hang of those, you can start to transpose them to any key. All right, give that a shot. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoy this one.